YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel, bringing you a language video. Why? Because I have a couple of people asking me some really good questions and asking me what do I think are the more important languages to learn in the next 20 to 30 years. I have a feeling that the English language, no offense to all I'm speaking English, is losing its grip because the majority of the jobs were shipped to other countries. In those countries, those people are becoming rich and those people are creating the jobs, and those people are not only that, they're might be our bosses one day, you know what I'm saying? Because we sold out to the highest bidder. And in my opinion, I guess, what languages, I do volunteer for the census. You count it every other year, every 2 years, calling different offices. I do speak Spanish, Portuguese, and English, read, write, and speak everything perfectly. Writing Portuguese for me, I don't write it that good because a lot of vowels and pronunciations and a lot of things to put on your letters to pronounce the words. Spanish I could text and write easy, not a problem. But Portuguese is a little bit tougher for me, even though I do speak Portuguese all the time. Anyways, what do I think? To be honest with you, I think language is a very important form of communication. I think it's crucial to be able to communicate with each other properly, so that there's no problems and you don't have to delete all your tweets on Twitter. I'm joking. So for me, I think number 4 as Arabic. Arabic is a fast-growing language. I think it'll be the 4th most important language in about 50 years from now, because the Arabic culture is multiplying in rapid growths, and not only that, they are immigrating all over the world. Number 3, I would actually say, I was kind of torn with number 3, but I think number 3 would be Portuguese. And you're probably, why? Well, all the organized countries that are the most infrastructurally sound they speak Portuguese officially, close to like the whole country. The Portuguese made a really good job of embedding their language. Brazil is a good case. South America's population is roughly 308 million, and 202 million speak Portuguese. So the official language in South America is Portuguese. I think Portuguese is an important language, especially with the 2 Portuguese-speaking powerhouses in Africa, with exports and trade and stuff. I think it has a huge future when it comes to in the future. If Brazil becomes a first world country, if the United States allows Brazil to become a first world country and stops interfering with their politics and stuff, and I honestly think that Brazil could be a super powerhouse. I think they have the potential, the population, the land, the resources to become a superpower. Number 2, Spanish. Spanish. One day, the United States of America will come to grips that 90 million people speak Spanish in the United States, and maybe put it as a second language. They deserve it. I mean, it was Spanish territory at one point. Spanish is the official language in Central America. More people speak Spanish in America than 3 times the population of Canada. And then when you factor in the people living in Mexico, I think it might surpass the English language. If you subtract the 90 million in the U.S., I think you might surpass the English language with the population of Mexico included in that. So that's just my point of view. And I think once Venezuela is making moves right now, switching their currency, getting off the petrodollar. Hopefully this could help their country economically. I don't know. I'm just kind of seeing what's going on. And I think the most important language in my book right now is the Chinese language. I think in 20 years, maybe 50, definitely won't be in my lifetime, but when my kids are my age, I think a majority of the employers will be Chinese. A majority of companies are being taken over will be Chinese. Chinese companies bought parks, like they bought Grouse Mountain. They bought all these different places and big places in Canada, parks and stuff. So, and they're buying mines and employing only Chinese-speaking people. So I think that Chinese, there's a very good chance, wow, that car is so loud. Anyways, I think Chinese would be definitely a language that must be learned. I'm not saying it has to be learned, but I think that Chinese is definitely a language that will dominate majority of the world with 1.25 billion people speakers in the world. That's enough to put 10-20 million people in every country, minus the tiny countries. I mean, like bigger countries, and double its population pretty much. Let me know. I know a lot of people in New Zealand are saying the same thing, that a majority of their employers now are Chinese. A majority of employers in Australia are Chinese. So speak the Chinese language. Let me know if I'm right. I might be dead wrong. I'm always wrong. So your comments are what make this channel go good, and people tuning in to see what other people have to say. What are the top 4 major important languages to learn, guys, on an international global scale? I like to know what you guys think. English, I just, when I traveled the world, English wasn't as dominant as I thought it was until I started getting out to other countries. Different parts of the world, English just wasn't, like I said, as dominant as when I first went to Angola. I thought there was a lot of English presence. Everybody spoke Portuguese. Everybody spoke Portuguese. Just different parts of the world I've been to. You would think that, when I was in Mexico for 18 months, no one spoke English. Everyone spoke Spanish. Everybody. Even when I was in Miami, like, for a good while, everyone spoke Spanish. Everyone, the gas station, the 7-Eleven, everywhere spoke Spanish. I mean, everywhere I went, I just, frack, I'll just speak Spanish, you know what I'm saying? What's the point of speaking English, right? Anyways, let me know what you guys think. I mean, I know this is a language. When languages get involved, it's very political, and when things get political, people get really irate, and you know what I'm saying, and defensive when it comes to protecting their way. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. I'd like to hear your comments. Thank you.